if I could reach through this headset and strangle you,
don't threaten me with a good time.
I probably wouldn't get.
Don't
I wouldn't get away
dare
with it.
threaten me with a good time, sir. I will not accept that. I'm over here flushed.
It's the podcast that'll link eardrums to drumsticks to taste buds. A delicious dose of music fused with food, with plenty of tangents to go around. It's time for some music and grill with the feng shui foodies, Caleb, and Talliers and Pow, the pals of Chow. Welcome to the mood for food.
Your finger licking good.
All right, thank you.
All right.
Thank you. You guys are so kind.
It's the pals of Chow.
Pals of Chow.
It's the pals of Chow. We're here. It's Caleb.
I'm Tallies and Pow. Welcome.
Yeah, baby. This is the mood for food. And we got something special on the docket. I believe it was freshly picked out just by Tally himself. Tally Pow, what you got for us
Today, in Long Island, we have entered apple picking season, ladies and gentlemen. It is the most wonderful time of the year.
That reminds me of Christmas.
It is. But, the Long Islanders love their apple picking, and they love dead leaves, the foliage.
Yes. Oh, it's foliage.
Spoon?
I can't say that one. Foliage. Foliage.
Oh, foliage.
You gotta say it with that Massachusetts accent. It's the foliage out here. You gotta be here. You gotta come back for like May with the foliage.
Foil.
May and September.
So, I just want to say that I went a week early. Shame on me, but it's what we could do with the time we had. But we got a lot of different type of apples. We got some blondies. We got some Gold Delicious. What else did we got? If I remember.
Delicious.
Sweet Delicious. Autumn Glory.
Reminds me of a song.
Yeah. Autumn Glory and an Empire. We definitely had those two.
These are such awesome
Aren't they?
names, right? Like I feel like these are all band names.
Did I say Ambrosia? Did I say that one? If you're a He-Man fan, Ambrosia gives you incredible strength, but it quickly fades away. So
I don't believe you.
So if you eat the apple, you'll be able to lift a building. Just 20 seconds later, it'll collapse on you. So just get rid of it quickly. Yeah.
Gotcha. So you can't stop
Yeah,
eating.
you just got to keep going. You should make it into a blend juice or something, like some kind of like juicing. Juicing ambrosia.
I'm just gonna replace my blood with ambrosia apple.
That's how you do it, my friend. And
gotcha. That's the.
Have you ever been apple picking, my friend?
No, I mean I've gone to Publix and there's apples there on the shelf. I picked them up and I put them in the cart. Take them home. Does that count?
You pick blueberries. You know the difference.
Yes. I have also picked. You know what? No, that's not true. Actually, when we went and picked pumpkins a couple years ago, they had apples left over. They were like leftover apples. They're like, there's some rotten apples there if you want to pick them up. I was like, oh yeah, sure, let's go pick some apples too. So that was fun, but it wasn't like prime apple picking season like you got. There was like all the things where like half of them were shut down. I'm like, ooh, Gold Delicious. They're like, yeah, those don't exist here. I'm like, oh, fine. I guess I'll take this. What is this? Black rotting? Is this an apple? They're like, nah, it might have been a tomato at one point. Yeah, I don't want that.
Speaking of which, then I would say, have you heard this song?
No, that's great though.
I found it online. I was like in honor of our episode. It's Bare Naked Ladies, and it's called These Apples. Yeah.
Oh, really?
I don't know. That's just a little clip. Just a little fun. You want to go over the most tart, the most sweet for all those apple pickles? Apple pickles. Hey, that's what happens.
I don't like that.
You know
Apple
what?
pickles, that doesn't sound
I'm going to
great.
have another swig of this guy right here because I'm not doing that good.
That'll help you out for sure. Mr. Articulate. Let's do it.
Listen here, people.
Oh, look, I got this one. The apples were delicious.
You want to start with most tart or most
Yes.
sweet? What do you think? Which way?
Let's go tart and work our way to the good
Granny
ones.
Smith. Hey-o.
So who has a guess?
That's
yeah.
the most tart.
The green one. Of course.
Pacific
Yeah.
Rose.
Absolutely.
Nicotosh. Empire.
And that was the starting lineup for the 2024 Woodstock.
Seriously. That's actually, those are really cool band names.
Right, yeah. Continue.
Cortland, Envy, Lady, Brayburn and Jazz would be the second list of apples, and those are all basically red or yellow-red tint. So if you see any of those,
And they're also sub-versions of different types of
Yeah.
jazz.
wow,
Continue.
look at you.
Yes. That's not actually true, but it
No,
sounds
I'm
like
with you. I liked it. There's McGorn, Autumn Glory, Opal, ooh, Sugar Bee, and Smitten. Ooh, Smitten.
I am smitten with the name Sugar Bee.
Oh, I like what you did there.
Thank you.
Then you go down to the Honeycrisp. Oh, those are good. Snapdragon.
I like those a lot.
Delicious.
I like saying that.
Gold Delicious.
I don't think I've had a Gold Delicious in quite... Okay.
Jonah Gold.
That sounds like an old guy that, like, works the fishing pier. Hey, you gotta go down to Johnny Gold and get your bait.
Now we're on the most sweet. This is the most sweet you can get, people.
And these are also stripper names.
Juicy. Ambrosia. Gala. Wow, Gala would be like a stripper name. That's a good one. And Fuji. Ooh, you've been bad, Fuji.
Fuji on the
Fuji,
pole.
Fuji.
Fuji on the pole.
You're over there like, of course,
Losing my
that's
mind.
right. I went to Harbes Farm in Long Island. So if anybody in Long Island wants to take a little trip out east, Harbes Farm is really good. That's one of actually the best apple picking spots. I know there are other spots, but just in terms of entertainment and variety of apples
Right.
and like, oh,
And you're throwing up some pictures on Facebook,
yeah.
right? So everybody can check it out, see what you're
don't
talking
worry,
about.
it's coming. And yeah, take a look at those pictures. Look at the apple crisp. Look at the menu. Their apple cider, the cold one, was delicious. I didn't do warm because it was literally 80 degrees and we were sitting in the shade because it was that hot. So I was like, yeah.
Really?
But the cold cider was on point. Yeah, dude, it was a great time. Apple picking is cool. I mean, like you said, there's nothing better than picking or getting something right off the vine. You still have to wash it though.
Right. Like something fresh that you did it yourself. Are you supposed to wash them? I didn't wash any of those
I don't know,
blueberries.
man.
Oh, jeez.
So you never been apple picking. You only been blueberry picking, and
No, that's not true. Like I said, I went like pumpkin picking with the side of apple picking.
so last night we made
Yeah. That's what we're here
butternut
for.
squash, but we made a mistake. We made it into a meal, but it really should have been a side. At least the way we cooked it. This one in particular. But what you do is you slice a gourd, a butternut squash, just like a pumpkin, has the same seeds.
Right.
I slice it in half. You cut the insides out. I use the seeds and I sprinkled around the pan. I basted the meat side with olive oil, pepper, salt, face down on a pan.
Okay.
And I peppered
Smart.
the seeds around it too. So I scattered the seeds around. So that I roast them as well as cooking the butternut squash. So the technique is you let that cook for a little bit longer than 30 minutes, but it depends on what type of texture you want. 30 minutes will give you a harder texture. Anything after that will get softer and softer.
I like it
So you would
softer.
wait 45 minutes to an hour. And what you do is that you can scrape it out with a fork, and it turns into almost like spaghetti strands. So what we did is we created a spaghetti dish. Instead of using pasta carbs, we used the butternut squash, which is a healthier choice. And so we made a butternut squash spaghetti.
Ingenuity.
Yeah. And that was a really cool technique. And the seeds were delicious, little almost like snacks afterwards.
You know what would be good on top? Like a basil chicken, right?
Oh,
like
yeah.
A grilled basil chicken on top of that. That'd be a good
You could throw
looking
some red
dish.
peppers on that.
You could. I don't want that spice.
You don't like bell peppers? Or poblano or anything?
Oh, bell peppers. I thought you were talking about like some chili peppers.
No. I was saying like a...
But some nice
But-
red and green, or red
But
and
I
yellow.
would, oh man, that'd be so good. I'm trying to think of other styles with that. But the butternut squash is an interesting flavor profile.
What if you flattened that out and used it, and you could depending on how flexible that is, once you flatten it out after you scoop it, you could turn it into almost like a burrito shell or a tostada.
You would have to try it. I wouldn't even know where to begin.
You'd have to cook it at that 45 to 50 minute range, so it's like super soft. So when you pull it out, then you can kind of mash it together, let it cool, so it's a little flatter. Make it like a tostada.
Nope. Sorry, sir. I'll never pull out. Nope.
Thank you. So this all sounds great, but did you have any plans for those freshly picked apples that you would just pick?
Yeah, of course I did.
What do you got on the docket for those?
I know you got me off guard with your pumpkin picking. a little BS. I'm thinking more pastry with these apples. What were you thinking?
But one of my biggest specialties with apples is apple cinnamon pancakes.
Nice.
So I will slice them up, I'll skin them, and you dice them up because you're going to cook those separately. You get your batter, but you're going to pre-cook the apples so they're diced into smaller cubes. You got cinnamon sugar, so it's just cinnamon, just regular white sugar, butter, and then the apples. And you're just going to slow cook that over low heat for about 10 minutes or so. You get a nice little like sauce, so you can spoon the apples out. Just drop them into the pancakes once you pour the batter on the skillet, and then you can spoon a little bit of that sauce around it too, so you get a kind of like a cinnamon swirl through the pancake as well. That is a good breakfast.
That sounds like cool.
Pairs great with bacon and coffee and orange juice.
All right, I would do personally a caramel apple pie roll. I've tried it once. I mean, it turned out pretty good, but I know I can do better. But have you ever tried it?
No, I have not.
Basically, the ingredients you're going to need: 6 large eggs, a packet of vanilla mix, half cup of oil, milk, cinnamon, spice, nutmeg, butter, Granny Smith apples, or any type, what you want, but Granny Smith will give you more tart. Brown sugar, heavy cream, icing, cinnamon, and caramel sauce. So what you're going to do is you're going to preheat an oven on 180, get a baking sheet, whatever size, 9 by 13, whatever you think.
Oh, so it's like a real low cook,
it's
huh?
going to take time. And you mix the eggs, all that stuff, the fluffy, mix it all together. Pour the cake mix, oil, all that stuff into the pan. Let it cook for 12 minutes. And it's going to come out just like a normal cake. Like everything. What you're going to do is you're going to get a towel. And you're going to literally lay the cake on the towel. And then you're going to roll it. Almost like you're rolling laundry or just rolling a tent. And then while you're doing that, you're heating the saucepan. You're doing the caramel now. You're adding the apple, cinnamon. Now you're cooking that. You're cooking that separately, and then you pour the ingredients in
the towel
in the open cake that you unfolded now. Now you got the shape. You unfold it. Pour the ingredients in there after they've been cooked. You roll it back up in the towel. You hold it there for about for a while, 10 minutes. You roll it back one more time without the towel. And it holds its spot because you've gotten it used to that position. At that moment, you do the icing right on top. So now it looks like a roll with all the apples and stuff kind of coming out of the sides, like a burrito. And on the top, you start spreading it with a knife or a spatula the icing, and then you drizzle that caramel. I'll post a picture.
Nice. You need a lot of patience. It seems very tedious, but I bet the payoff is totally.
It is. I mean, as long as you use the good ingredients, and I mean, there's a chance that shit is going to fail, like unravel. There's a chance, baking is hard. It's not easy. No one says like your wife is really good at it. She'll tell you.
Yeah, no, it's not easy, but that is a really cool, unique idea.
Yeah, I just I got inspired on Pinterest about it, and so we gave it a shot. You mean you can just serve that with ice cream? Done.
Freaking sounds great. And send me a slice when you're done cooking the next one. Because apples are as American as apple pie. Give me something else that's very American.
Fireworks.
Okay, I like it. I went with cheese. American cheese.
Oh, that's lame.
Real
I
cheesy
won.
Dad joke. Real cheesy dad joke.
That's all me.
No, that's about all the time we've got today.
Man, I had a great time. I did. I
had a blast.
Hey, get some useful information about Granny Smith being the most tartest apple, and then you got the Fuji being the most sweetest. So anywhere in between there is strippers and jazz. So enjoy.
All right, I think we've said too much.
Oh wait, wait. How excited are you that Last of Us 2 is coming out in February?
Dude, I saw that. That's freaking awesome. Dylan dropped some knowledge on me about that, and then also Last of Us #1 is free for October on PS Network. It's their free October game.
Get out of here.
No, dude, I just saw that yesterday. That just popped
I'm getting
up.
it.
Of course.
I'm so freaking excited. I'm downloading the shit out of that game. I'm playing it again.
Oh yeah, dude, me too, for sure. Let's get out of here. I'm Caleb.
Now Tallies and Pal.
This has been Mood for Food. We are the Pals of Chow.
Make sure you post stuff on our Facebook.
If you hate us, tell us you hate us. We'll take anything.
No.
Any publicity is good publicity.
But don't be angry. Jeez. It's just food and music. We're supposed to make you feel good. Remember? Eat well and feel good. Yeah, I'm gonna get everyone so mad at us.